What the?
Mouse nest?
Are you sure you're up to all this?
Think maybe a bird was making a nest up in there or something? Or it ain't no mouse nest, it's like a bird nest or something. I mean, that's crazier than hell. That just, like, last couple of days. It's insane.
Alright, you guys, so, pardon my hair, but something you guys probably have not heard me say a shit ton yet. This car... Yeah, I'll be right back. This car was originally a 318 small block. I'm imagining, could have been 360, I guess, but I'm guessing 318. Now it has, I don't know, 440 of some kind. Probably what do you think, 77?
I don't know, we're about to find out, folks.
So the goal is, me and Dad are talking off camera after we got in here. We're going to clean this engine bay up. We do not want to turn this into a Dart or a Skylark. Sorry, Cal GS. Well, this car just needs to be good enough to be on the road to be used.
Yeah, we want to drive it. I don't want it. It's not a rust. I mean, but at the same time, we can't just let the rust just be here. I mean, it's just going to keep rusting if we don't, you know.
No, eventually it's going to need new core support.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not worried about. I'm not worried about from here up, but from here back, we got to clean this up a little bit and shoot it with some hot rod box.
Once I decide tonight, or not tonight, but once I decide after I drive it that I want to keep the car, then I'll start looking for quarters, fenders, things to make the car nice. Because if I keep the car, here's what I want. The car, I want to be a Burnos clone. Burnos is a TV show that ran from like 2004, 2005, 2006, something like that, to like 2015, 2016, about a spy, Burn spy. He drove one of these. He drove it was his dad's. He drove a 73, it was black.
His dad wasn't a good dude.
Yeah, his dad was a bad guy, but I want to make a clone, somewhat of a clone. I'd like to be black. I don't want to change the interior. Their cars had white interior. I don't want that. So, that's probably Jacob. So.
Hey, what's up?
Yeah, you're good, man. Whatever you gotta do.
Alright, I appreciate it, man. I just want to let you know it.
I'm sorry I didn't text you back so you didn't want to drive it home.
Oh, I ain't worried about that. I just want
But yeah, you're good.
to let you know it's back here, man. I mean,
Yep, you're good.
I appreciate you, Jacob. Thanks, man. Talk to you later, bud. Hey.
So, the car is never going to be that kind of car, but if I like the car, I'm going to build it like that.
We're kind of believers when it comes to cars. They don't have to be nice and shiny, but there's one thing that I personally don't like. What is that?
Rust.
Rust. I don't like rust. I mean, I don't care if it's got shiny paint, dents.
Here's things that I know for sure if we decide to build a Burnos clone on the car. The car is going to need quarters. At least that side quarter right there. It's going to need fenders. At least that side there. The door's going to be fixed. It's going to need a rocker. But yeah, so right now Dad's trying to get the old Saginaw box off. The goal of this car is just to take it in 5 days. See what you can accomplish in 5 days. At, you know, nighttime working on it, because Dad's got other things he got to work on during the day.
Still gotta eat, folks. Good small block pump when you need one. Not that we don't have 20 of them around here, but.
The car does have a 9 1/4 rear end, which should handle this. I mean, they're fragile, but they're not fragile.
Did you say you want to put a 48-inch under it? So
I was thinking 9 inch eventually.
I'm just fucking with you. I'm not a Ford guy. I'm a GM guy, but I like all cars. So.
I mean, the good news is the guy before us, you guys, this car is full of parts, like full of fucking parts. The guy has a wheel and intake, which I'll be putting on this one. Bunches of parts, new in-box parts. I mean, so that's nice. Whoever had this for us cared about it. The car hasn't been on the road that I can tell since 2010.
2018.
2010. Apparently, Dad can't read the right ear on that window.
Oh no, I'm double blind.
I do have a 71, 72 highway headlight bumper if anybody wants it.
It's not like someone shot an experimental beam into my head.
It's not
Why
gonna
do you
be,
say that?
huh?
Careful how you word that. Got that rap. That's how.
It's not gonna be cheap because I have everything for it. It's not in bad shape. I let it go for actually $1,500.
These are not going to be fun to put on.
Came to that tripod behind you so I clear air so they get full use since we're gonna be working the sides.
You're moving, folks. Coming your way.
It'd be great if he could shut up and keep the police to himself, but no, he's got to commit multiple felonies to...
Yeah, that's one hell of a listen to this. Listen to this thing.
Were frightfully fast, being so swift that even men on horses were not safe. He also wrote how capturing
Alright, you guys. So, a lot of GMs had this. Chrysler apparently too. This is actually...
It's steel gear, but it's fiber coated.
It's got like this plastic
Polymer on it.
coating. So... Ooh, there's a Chrysler Insignia. Ooh.
But this right here should tell you that this motor's got miles on it, but it's not extremely high miles. This is an original gear. And even if it's got a lot of miles on it, it was maintained well. I mean, look at that shit. I mean, normally this shit's all busted up and cracked and fragile. But it's still pretty solid. I mean, shark tooth as hell. I mean, it's fucking, they're all fucking, but.
Has another fucking 500,000 miles on it.
I mean, that's just more proof that it's not such a high mile engine. This is going to be a good motor for this car. I mean,
So it's still a turd.
power wise, but that can be remedied. Some headers eventually will warm it up.
So, going to that. And my parts washer, we'll keep that, you know. That part probably worth
No.
$1,000 one day.
Right? Numbers matching shit. I'm just fucking with you.
Nope, that's gonna go in the straight. I mean, my heart parts for it. I mean, my fucking junk pile. I have never had a cam gear just slide off. That one actually just like slid off and slid on. So now the next step is I'm gonna get this chain off here, off his engine. I'm gonna start cleaning the block a little bit. Like, I'm not gonna go extremely perfect with it, but I just want to get it to where panel stick. And yeah, I got the timing cover back on, water pump back on, and all that stuff to the water pump housing to paint this. So. Time to get these old motor mounts off and start pulling these old plug wires off. And yeah, stay tuned. Time lapse. Alrighty, you guys. So I'm not filming a bunch of the cleanup on this. So Dad, we're getting ready to put this new pickup in now. But Dad was going to clean this one up and put this
I
one
was
in.
wiping it off. Look at this. This was in a motor like this, folks. Think maybe it had some oil pressure issues?
Can't believe that the
And there's wrench marks on it.
Look at that.
already.
And there is no spark tunnel. Look at that. That thing was about to fall out of the fucking motor, dude. I'll go pull it out now. Shit. Alright, well.
But the guy before us had ordered a brand new one, so.
That pan had never been off. I mean, it might have been off like a long time ago or something, but look at that, folks.
One is just sitting there on the.
I don't want nothing to happen to it. It's still good. It's clean. I wasn't even gonna worry about changing it until I grab it and it's fucking loose. It's got a little bit of crap in it, but not a lot.
He said the guy bought this right here.
Make sure it's the same one. Same way. Like get out the play and all that crap. That's a lot of work for an engine like this. Listen, folks, if you can put your engine on engine stand, that's the way to go. I mean, doing it like this, the old-fashioned way, is dangerous and it sucks, man. It's so much harder than it has to be. But that would require separated from transmission, blah, 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 blah. What the hell are you doing, man? See what I do with folks? I mean, if you had to work like this, dude, you gotta probably kill yourself. I'm telling you, man, he's a nerve-wracking fucker. I'm just joking, don't tell him I'm joking, no. I'm just fucking around. I want him to think he's the nerve-wracking motherfucker ever lived.
Dad, if you keep talking shit over there, you're gonna find yourself so upset.
Never give your kids too much credit, dude. You don't want them to have too much self-esteem.
No, instead you want self-esteem issues and fucking
Okay.
mommy and daddy issues.
Hell yeah. It's the only way that I roll.
So he bought this brand new pan gasket, which I would recommend not having it kinked. That's me. This one will be wiped out, but it's the same pan. How you guys tell Chrysler oil pans? There's, for one, there's a part number here, but there's also a big giant number here. And you run that number and I'll tell you what this pan is for, where it fits. So, this is Charger. This is the best. It fits many other cars. I think it fits New Yorkers too. I think they're all open.
I got, here, hold this. I got news for you, dude. These are two different pickups.
What the fuck did you order one for? Are the sumps in different positions? What in the fuck?
Hold on, folks. We'll be back with you in a minute. Take 5 here.
Yep.
It doesn't or does?
No. Alright, you guys, so I had to go pick this up. I did have to go buy this. This is a gasket kit. Part number's right there. Actually, flip it on so you guys can see it. Part right there. So timing cover gasket, water pump gasket, timing cover seal. Everything you need. Fits 7270, the 68, and the 66, 63, 5957. 66 is your 400. I do know that. I think a 72 is your 440, or maybe a 70 is. I'm not too sure on that one. But yeah, it's all in. Here's your part number. By the way, no auto parts store out of fucking like 10 stores in my local area had this in stock. I had to order this in. That's nuts. And Dad's like, well, these cars aren't been produced for years. Yeah, well, this is a simple fucking part you think that an auto parts store would have. Ain't that right? He's not paying attention.
I don't know.
Well, Dad's fighting the timing cover. Gasket, here's our gasket.
Any perspirant spice
Not fighting anything, homie.
48
So, we're gonna put that on here. Stay tuned. Alright, you guys, we got a lot more cleaning to do. Timing cover's cleaned up. These valve covers are some old Pontiac, old Big Block 400 valve covers. Now, I just keep around to paint things. They've actually got paint on them, just so that way you don't paint up your chrome valve covers or these black ones that I might put on this. Some right here.
Eric
something like
Theodore
that.
Cartman. Quite
So,
possibly.
bring you guys
the
back with
most
oil pans on it, and we're finished cleaning and we're getting ready to paint.
That's
And Dad is doing this nice job of cleaning this engine for me.
No, I know about, but you know what? Some of the HOAs.
then start with crap.
Alright, you guys. So what we're doing right now is we are in the process, well, I'm in the process of swapping up these right here. We already got one out. So here's what we're gonna do. I'm gonna loosen our torch bar. Which runs right through that. So what we're gonna do is, I'm gonna loosen this one up, and hopefully we can pivot this down enough to swap out that bushing, those bushings. Put you on time lapse, you got some watch. got the roll pin out. This right here. This is what holds on a Mopar. You can use a nut and a bolt. I've done it. But this is what holds your steering column coupler to your pump. Is this little doodaddy right here. So what I had to do is I tried. Alright, you guys. So now it's the time that everybody wants to do this shit. They always want to 415 their frame, make their frame nice. Me, not a big fan of doing this type of shit. Especially when it's unibody and you have to lay underneath the car. Very painstaking. So here's what we're going to use. We're going to get underneath here. We're going to wipe it down with reducer, whatever the fuck, acetone, whatever you want to use to just clean the frame. That's what you want to do. Then we're going to use 415. This stuff is fucking expensive, but if you're going to be doing lots of cars, then pay the $200. It's like $250 and buy a gallon. Just because we have done like 3 frames and we still have this little thing of 415. This is actually in Sublime Green paint can, but this is what I'm going to start with. Then if I need more, we'll move on to this. So from here all the way to underneath the hood is going to be 415, just to keep any contaminants, anything like that. The main thing is rust from eating the car away. So again, stuff is very expensive. $250 is not cheap, but we've used it multiple times and it's done awesome work. So with that being said, go get yourself some 415. You can, if you're putting it to nice clean metal, then you'll need their degreaser and their metal prep. If you're putting it straight to rust, you don't need none of that. You just need to make sure that you need to hit it with a wire wheel or something just to get the to knock off the dirtiness of it and get it down to actual rusty metal itself, and then paint it on. Well, what we use to paint on are these. You pick these up at your local hardware store or pretty much anywhere. These were like 50 cents, and you get various sizes. You get various sizes. You can get that, and that's what we use.
Is there a drag paint up here?
Hang on. This one.
Yeah, that one.
Now what I want to say is, do not think for 1 second this is not going to be a messy job. Unless you're doing a bare frame, like someone like a Suburban or a truck or a GM car, then it's going to be very messy. And even when you're doing it that way, it's messy, but keep in mind, you're going to be laying underneath here. So you're going to want a respirator. You're going to want some eye pro. Even if you're wearing glasses, you still want some eye pro. And you're going to wear something you do not care if this shit gets on. Put some gloves on, because the shit's a bitch to get off.
It will not come off your skin, folks.
So I'm actually going to throw a long sleeve shirt on to do this, because it's just, it's a bitch. So yeah.
You go to transportation gear real quick.
So bring you guys back underneath the car. have done a lot of thinking on this. Hopefully we will still be able to put a charger video guys for you guys together tomorrow. Or not tomorrow, but next week. But if not, then we'll find something else to put together. This car, last night I left to go get food at about 8 o'clock. Dad calls me, or no, it might have been 9 or 10. And Dad calls me at 10:30. Says, I just burnt your car. And I thought he was fucking with me, but when we go out back, I looked and it's put it lightly, the car's toasted. But the good news is, I guess Dad said the headliner was sagging. It'll come back together, I guess, but it's not gonna be how it would have been if this wouldn't have happened quickly. I guess it'd be better than what it was. Probably give me time to fix the floorboard here where they put a patch in. And yeah, Jags the window for $100-something bucks. It could have been worse, I guess. The house could have burnt down, or Dad could have fucking burned himself more than he already did. I don't know how it happened, you guys. He was welding the firewall here, right there. So I don't know if seam sealer got hot and started bubbling. I don't know if it was duct caught or the wiring caught. But it is nice and toasty. The console seems to be just fine. It is what it is. I mean, to say I was pissed, but I mean, the more I think about it, it is what it is. It's here now. I got to fix it. So yeah, fun times. So if you guys want to see whatever the hell happens next, subscribe, because we're two dumbasses and we'll just catch it on fire and burn shit to the ground, because you know why? Charger, stupid shit. And no, if I really care, give a fuck, I wouldn't be pulling on it like that, but that's just a plastic vent that needs to be replaced. Wish you guys had smell-o-vision. So we're 2 for 2 here at Poor Man's Beach Shop. We actually caught an engine on fire. Now Dad's caught an interior on fire. The third thing will be, we'll actually glorify and burn a whole fucking car to the ground because of just stupidity in us. If we would have pulled something, or if I would have been here, and this wouldn't have happened. But it just happened, and now we got to deal with it. So I think Dad said he found a wiring harness. I'll find the rest of the parts to put together, and we'll jam this thing together one way or another. It's just gonna turn into a longer deal, which is fine, I guess. We're gonna have a video on the K-frame. It probably already aired for this week. Next week, I don't know what I'll have. I don't know if it'll be a charger video. I don't know yet. So stay tuned for that. If you guys are new, hit that like, hit that comment, hit that subscribe button, because for more just us burning classic cars to the ground, because I'm telling you, the third will be this car. Next car will actually torch to the ground, because we burnt header wrap off of an engine. That was actually outside the garage. Now we've got wiring on fire. And the third, we're not gonna get so lucky, and it's gonna burn everything to the ground. But did you guys see Dad's hands? He tried to stop the fire, but it just.
Tried to put out my hand. See how bad it was. I tried to stuff my coat up in there. I went to the car and tried to stuff my hand up in there and just squeeze it out. I mean, I would have. That stupid child, believe me, I would have died before I let this car burn to the ground. Believe me. Because it wouldn't have just been the car, but even if it was just a car, you just don't even know. If this car got destroyed, you don't have a clue.
He's overreacting. But I mean, like I said, it's just some.
I think what happened was with my thumb, I think a hot wire. I put my hand up in there because it's a blister, it's a burn line. We can see it right there.
But the car will turn better than what it was. It's just money and parts, so.
We'll still have money this week and all that shit will be done.
But don't worry, it'll still be sitting in this garage because we got to pull this windshield out, and I'm the one that's sitting outside without a windshield in it.
I mean, the windshield was delaminating right where his hand is. You can see it was delaminating replaced now? No, it didn't. 100% no, it didn't. But, I mean...
It's steam eliminator right there.
Eventually the carpet was going to be replaced. I mean, or pulled out, and if it was cut, unless it was cut wrong, which is more than likely the problem with cut wrong is why it's wrinkled up like that. Because it was probably cut too short, so they had to lay it here and lay it here.
One of the $700 hoods on the roof.
I mean, if the car would have went all the way up, our house would have hurt, and we'd been homeless. I mean, 100% my incompetence.
Can you guys guess what I was more concerned about? I don't know if that's even savable, you guys, or I'm gonna find trim now too. Cause I think that's just fucked. So I gotta find windshield trim now too. Cool. This windshield trim right here. Ain't that trim?
No, that's off the dash, man. I done pulled the bottom windshield trim off of because I want to get the windshield cut out of it, get the dash out of it, seats out of it, carpet out of it. So at that point, you can pour 15 in the fucking floor and shit. I mean, that alone would take care of the smell. I mean, it's not in the seats yet. The longer the seats are in it, the more chances of getting in. That's why I was washing the windows with Windex on the inside, armor on all the plastic and shit.
Which means that this has took on longer. That means that every other project besides the one outside has got pushed off for longer. Like that's 400. Cramps, the dart.
Nothing's got pushed off longer. This is going to proceed in the same direction it's pushed in. It's going to be set back a day and taken apart. Everything else should proceed in the same fashion it's in because we're waiting on parts. We're waiting on windshields, we're waiting on fucking dash.
If anybody has any stickers from 2010, let me know. I might just have a new one. New one made. And when we do that, I'm not going to put a Mopar Performance sticker back on it. We'll probably do a channel banner or something, but yeah, fun times here. Be sure to like and subscribe for more. Because, like I said, next time it'll be the whole fucking car that goes up in flames. I would say, ooh, 74 Charger goodness, but that's not goodness. That's Fubard. Ooh, rally hood, bullshit. Alrighty, guys, engine's painted. Dad's over here working on the firewall. But the engine's painted.
folks, everything was welded in. Me and the boy, we painted it and shit, but it's kind of hazy in here. I'm kind of high from these fumes. No, I'm just joking on that. But anyway, finished results. Let me flip this around, man. Hopefully I'll post some befores and afters. I'll walk around and show you the other side, but that's the, let me go over and get a flashlight. Here's where I burnt the car up at, fixing the hole. I'll get up close to it, but here's the back side of it. It's not the best quality, I know, but I mean, I fixed that. Like I said, this video is going to be kind of shitty. I'm not a videographer or whatever they call shit, but anyway, I mean, you can't tell I did it.
Allegedly lost by Jake Mazzini. The person you're talking to is one of the
Over here. Can't tell that it ain't factory.
Similar to previous victims, Jay would tell or show them whatever they wanted to hear in order to get them to drop their guard and money.
That side's not going to be real clear. I better walk to that side now. I better get more of that porphyrin on me. It'll come off with paint thinner, guys, if you get porphyrin on you. But you need to get it off right before it dries too and hardens and cures. Once it cures, it ain't coming off. I'm telling you. Okay. So yeah, there we go. Start to finish. Fender patch and I can't even think. Core support patch. So what do y'all think? Not bad for a vise, a welder, and a big dummy with a hammer, huh? If I would have burnt the car down, this would be on the road this week. But I got to build a wire harness for it, so that's gonna be a fun job. But it's okay. I'll get it done. All right, folks. Hope you enjoyed.
Alrighty, guys. I've been editing this video all fucking day, pretty much. So this is where the video is gonna end off. Never mind that. That is another for the full video. So I figured you guys love the Charger. Just by the views, you guys love the Charger. So why not give you guys a taste of what's to come? So this Friday's video, which will now be Saturday morning's video, was on the Charger. It is Dad fixing the rust that was in this engine bay. The car rotted out in some weird places, right? And there you guys, I don't know if you guys can tell where Dad fixed it, but basically where the bulkhead is. And then here, where this, right there where Dad fixed it. And then here, where Dad fixed it. Dad fixed that. Basically, Dad noticed that when I got home from getting the car home, actually. I knew about that and that. That also fixed over there on the core support. Okay, my lower core support still gonna need fixed, but that's a future Austin problem. I give a fuck less about future Austin. So, that being said, I hope you guys have enjoyed the video. This car, there's still a lot to come. It's up on a cherry picker right now. Dad has been fabricating an oil pan for me for the past 3 days because that one won't clear. We have the dash over there with the wiring that Dad, spoiler alert, caught the car on fire. It's cracked the windshield. I got a new windshield for 150 bucks, brand new out the door. Can't beat that. So I got to come in here and pour 15 this. That is the crude patch they put. And before you ask, or before you leave your comment, no, I'm not fixing that. I'm leaving that. Because I'll just go ahead and tell you guys the deal. I got to get in here and pour 15 this. So now we're done with that. I'll tell you guys my plan. That engine's only going to stay in this car until next spring. This winter, I want to build a... If I love the car and like driving it like I loved my Corvette, then I want to take like a... I don't know, I want it to be before 1970, 440, and build it up and actually throw it in this car come spring. And just put some real power, because that's going to put out maybe 150, 200 horse at most, and that's giving it some. Those 440s in later years, Chris Birdsong just did a whole video on them, talking about motorhome 440s. That's actually out of a New Yorker, so it's a little bit better, but still a turd. So, with that being said, this thing is fixed. The K-frame's in it. This thing has turned into a nightmare. Old torsion bars are back in it, small block ones, because these ones, which are the brand new ones, are for
yeah, I wasn't gonna use that radio anyways. Those are actually for a 70. So thank you guys for watching. Hope you guys enjoyed. I've rambled on enough. If you're new, hit that subscribe button. My dad, his name's Jack. My name's Austin. We build cool classic cars. This is my first Charger. It says 73, or 74, sorry. Charger Rally. This is a factory black car, TX9 black, with, I forgot the stripe, but it's some kind of weird stripe that is a very, very low production number. And it's turned into a workbench for the past couple months. But here's the first video on the Charger. The next video on this car will be at running and driving out of the garage. And yeah, so fingers crossed. See you guys in the next one. Much love. Bye-bye. Look how solid the floors are. Yeah, I got a new headliner too. It's right there. So we got all the parts to make this car back to what it was. It was kind of pissing me off when it happened. It was kind of pissing me off. Jesus, I'm stupid. It pissed me off when it happened, but it could have been worse. Could have burnt the whole car to the ground, killed Dad. It just, me being idiotic and selfish. But we were able to put it back together. I mean, I can't wait to drive this car. It's got the bulge hood, fiberglass bulge hood. So subscribe to see that 440 go in this car and me to drive my first Charger. Out to take the old man, aka Gramps, aka my loving grandfather, for a ride in a 1974 Charger that he probably saw on the road in 1974. So stay tuned for that. See you guys in the next one. Bye-bye. So we're gonna put the spark plugs in that side. I did not buy these because the price of spark plugs today are fucking insane. So these were actually with the car. These are Champions, and I'm gonna check these real quick on camera because what's the chance these are right? What's the chance these are wrong? Yeah, you got one to compare. There's a part number. I forgot to show that. Right there. So, These have been sitting in that car for probably a decade at least.
Run a little rich, but these aren't bad as a rich.
What you guys care about on a spark plug is this distance here. This distance here. The distance here matters more than the distance here. That makes sense. Because this can always be okay. If this pokes too far down the cylinder, it's going to smack the piston, and as Dad can tell you, it destroys dirt bikes and engines. You want to give him that story real quick, Dad?
Oh, when I was a kid, I saved up bought me a new dirt bike. It was like a KE250 or something, an older one, but I was like fucking 12, 13 years old. I didn't have no, man, I didn't have nobody to teach me anything. So everything I've learned on my own. Anyway, a plug fouled in it, and I didn't know that there was different lengths of plugs. Like I said, I was 12, 13 years old, so I put too long a plug in it.
And what happened?
And ruined it. And it had an electroplated cylinder, so you couldn't just bore it out. I mean, it's just...
Anyways,
lesson learned.
so Dad's always taught me that this distance here doesn't matter as much as this distance here.
The electrode matters too, but...
So we just want to double check this distance here where the threads go and all that shit to make sure it's not longer.
I mean, the electrode matters too on some engines. You gotta know what you're doing. I mean, you can't just throw a long electrode in something if it's a tight clearance engine, it's gonna matter.
Also, do not just take your plugs out of the fucking box and throw them in your engine. Cap them. These all have a gap. Your engine probably will run, but it won't run at its peak performance if they're not gapped right.
Well, that's not. We put them out of the box before, and they've been.
Yeah, and this electrode's been completely shut. So I'm gonna do that off camera. You guys have seen me do it multiple times. It's simple. You do it with a basic filler gauge and the tool, and yeah. Every spark plug for every model, whether it's an LS or a carbureted 440 or a 360 Magnum, a regular 360, a fucking Honda 2JZ, whatever the fuck it is, they all have a spark plug gap from factory. Do it. Don't just take them out of the box and throw them in your engine and say, good to go. Because it'll probably run, but it won't run at its peak performance. Which if you're a hot rodder, or you like muscle cars, and you like muscle cars for a reason, because they're muscle. So this stuff all factors in. So, yay. I like E3 personally, but Champions will work just fine. Howdy, you guys. Welcome back. So I have parts here. So this box here, these parts right here, originally bought for Project Gramps, but it's not really needed. And besides, that has a 904 with a reusable like metal mesh gasket that you can spray out and reuse. So realistically, all I need is one of these gaskets for the 727. There's your part number if you really care about it. I bought these parts because I was going to rebuild the Project Gramps' slant 6, the original 63 slant 6. But the cranks over there, I'm deciding if I want to take it get turned or if I want to find a new one. Because supposedly they're Fordish cranks. I don't know that. I'm not a slant 6 guy, but I bought some parts a couple years, year or so back. We got a rear main seal, which is that right there. Got brand new, my favorite brand to use is Federal Mogul or Clevite. Those are my two favorite brands to use. And then we have head studs. And why not buy head studs? Because that slant 6 does not have head bolts, so it's kind of and might as well buy head bolts. They're cheap enough. Fuck it, buy performance stuff. But anyways, we're gonna use these gaskets for that 727. And I'm really just procrastinating right now because I don't want to climb underneath there and undo that pan and get fluid all over me and just have a bad day. But it has to get done to keep this car on schedule for next week. Realistically, this car by next Friday should be turnkey, ready to run, ready to drive. I'm hoping. Please say a prayer for me. You guys will know either way by the end of this. So here's your gasket. This is held in place by 3 bolts. These just, you can't flush these out. I'll grab the metal and I'll show you guys what I'm talking about there. Alrighty, you guys. So this is a 63, I'm sure many other years, but 63 factory oil tranny pan. Tranny pan. Fucking idiot. Tranny filter. Now these are metal and you can spray them out from what I've gathered. So basically to do a tranny pan, like a flush on your system, all you do is spray this out with some brake clean, grab a new gasket, just one of these, and you're set to go. This actually came out at 63 blue Valiant. Project Gramps' I guess parts taker, as I'm gonna put it, because it was parts off Gramps was given to that car so that car would live. Even though there's no fucking way in hell that I would have stripped Gramps to put that blue car on the road, because that blue car had issues. It actually had some masking tape. They had put masking tape, and it's the first time I've ever seen it, in the trunk pan, in one of the ribs, on the divots. Lined it right. I'm laying back there and kind of do that number, and I was like, oh, masking tape. Well, I just assumed it's a fresh painted car. Well, fresh to paint like 3 years ago. It's a painted car. I was like, oh, well, they must have had like something going down to the ground to keep overspray from coming up underneath the car. So I grabbed that and do that number. Well, it wasn't just like a little sliver. They had put masking tape over that and it undercoated the whole car. That tells you guys what its shape was in. That car was pretty rough, but the customer wanted it done like that, so it was done like that. It was right down the road. Floor pans had a rougher patch than what's in the Charger, the Phoenix Charger, and it's just, it was a cool car. It was a cool car. I enjoyed driving it. But eventually, Project Gramps will have the original date coded engine, just because I think it's cool. After Grandpa gets done with it, I'll never pull the Slant 6 out of it, because when Grandpa's done with it, I want to keep it around just as he had it. And then when he goes to the great beyond, eventually, I'm gonna hang his dog tags from the window or from the rearview mirror and enjoy the car the way it is until I can't enjoy it no more, and then it'll be parked and become a rust bucket because I won't sell it. Anyways, enough on the sad shit. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna hop underneath here. These are usually held down by flathead screws. Flathead screw. Pull the 3 out, you pull it off. It's simple. Mopars, unlike GM, they don't have like this big snorkel that comes up. You got to pop in the hole. It's simple. It pops in right there, and you go about your day. I don't have any brake clean, so I'm hoping we can clean this off very easy. And hopefully we don't pull that pan off and fluid go everywhere, or there's like a shit ton of metal. Sorry. Or there's a shit ton of metal in the pan. It's not really metal, it's fucking clutches. It's clutch dust, basically. So hopefully this is a good training, because this could stop us in our trash right here, because I have no idea where to get a good 727 big block transmission. I guess I could look on Marketplace, but anyways, let's get into this. Time-lapse time. guys. So first layer is down. Next we're gonna re-seam seal where the seams are because the old stuff is cracking out and stuff. So we're gonna re-seam these floors. That patch, somewhat barely noticeable, but eventually this whole floor, the whole floor, the toe pan area will have to be fixed properly. Probably at the same time I put another big block in it because that one's gonna be a turd. So if I like driving the car, which hopefully we get to test maybe next week, the week after, we'll see how it drives and let you guys know. But next thing, we're going to be putting the carpet back in, headliner in, dash back in, seats back in, console back in, doing the exhaust, bleeding the brakes, and firing this thing up. All right, Dad, so do you think we're going to have enough for the hood too, or do you think I'm going to go buy a gallon of black paint?
Listen, man,
I don't know.
When you're painting something, what matters is everything up to this point. As long as you don't get a run or a bunch of orange peel after this point,
The prep work.
the prep work's what matters when you're painting.
So floor is 415, carpet's right there. Let that carpet dry. Tomorrow, the next day, we'll put the carpet back in. I gotta get this hood back on this. That way we can set the headliner up on the car so it can form fit, so we can get it put in place. This car's on a downhill slide. The only big battle we got next is that fucking exhaust. It's gonna be a nightmare because of the way it dumps. Passenger side's fine. The way this one dumps, these HP manifolds, they dump kind of like right into the frame rail. So kind of hoping we can bring out like this at an angle, then get a pipe to bend straight down, straight back to about where the rear seat is, and then dump. Coming together though, slowly but surely. Alrighty, fellas. So Dad's gonna hook up the vacuum lines over there for the heaters. Heater box. That's port 15 fixed the last hole that was in the lower cowl panel. The floors are port 15. We are down to the wire on this thing, so we're gonna get in and get cracking. How to fix your dash pad on the seat.
These is where wires run through for your seatbelt light and the speaker, and then it's obviously.
do not put these pieces in until you put that rear window trim in. Otherwise, you're pulling back apart fucking brittle shit from the 70s. And shit breaks. So let's just hope we get this with nothing breaking. Alright, you guys, got the rear welding up exhaust. Seats are in. The console in. You guys notice big leap in footage because I'm shooting my phone right now. This video's gonna be like 2 hours long. I'm just trying to get snippets of as it goes together. That way you guys know what's going on. But I didn't want to make it 3 hours long because a lot of you guys will click off by then. So. Alrighty, you guys. So we're gonna check for leaks. I gotta fill this radiator up. We have our hoses on, carburetor's on. We're on downhill slide here, so let's get this thing built out and get it out of here.
Come on, get off that. Got your end?
Yep. Well, you guys, dash is in. Alright, you guys, so if you have a 74 Charger, 74 was, well, from what I understand, only year that they got this seatbelt starter circuit. This box right here, you can just throw it in the fucking trash.
We'll put it back in.
So, here's what you're going to do. You're going to see these two yellow wires here? You're going to pull your engine reset. It's a button right there. It's supposed to reset if something goes wrong. Just pull that off. Then you're going to cut these or bypass it like we did here. Because
two solid yellows together is what you're gonna do.
Because here's the thing. If none of this is in, if none of this is working right as it should,
You won't do this, man.
it won't roll over. So you're gonna take your two yellow wires here, your two solid yellow wires. There's one with a tracer, which is one of these. You're just gonna loop those. Guy said just cut them and tape them. So
we'll do something fancy with it right there, where it all looks still factory and everything. We'll make sure it looks all right.
Yeah, so cool.
I've heard of this, man. I remember when I was making them pigs a minute ago, I was like, man, I think I heard that. Because I've heard this. I don't remember if it was, which one it was. Somebody was just talking about this a couple months back.
It's a stupid interface system
like
at
if
all.
you don't have the seatbelt clicked or something, dude.
And don't think for 1 second this is Mopar specific. This is not Mopar specific. This is any vehicle in 1974 will have this system.
I wonder if that button works, man. If you want to plug it back in, you hold that button down and hit that key. I wonder if that all still works like that. Why that works.
I mean, we could try it, but I doubt it. This box is horrible.
We'll put it back in.
I mean, it smells burnt, but I can't tell if it's just burnt plastic that goes around it or.
But we got it now.
Yep.
This is the first rolling over with the key since we've owned it.
Sounds alright.
Pretty even. Not too bad. I mean, considering they ain't been rolled over in 25 fucking years.
Again, I want to stress that this engine, they've been wanting to do a swap since 2010.
Smell that?
Since 2010, they've wanted to do the swap. Alright, you guys, now it's time to put some water in this. Sorry, some coolant in this. Now, you notice this is clear liquid. This is water. Number one, I'm sure some of you guys are screaming at the fucking camera. Hey, put antifreeze in it, dumbass. Number one, you're not my daddy. Number two, that's a future Austin problem. I don't give a fuck less about future Austin. I'm sure he's going to be wiser than me. And I'm sure he'll remember by the time it's 0 degrees and this car is not being driven on the road to drain all the water out and put antifreeze in it.
Anyway, so you have to drain it anyway.
So, I am not stupid. Put antifreeze in your car. I'm just a cheap bastard not doing it right now. Stop telling me to.
Although I do have antifreeze out there, so that you can't put in it if you want to put a gallon in it.
I just jumped. The fucking water hit my arm and I thought it was a bug or something.
You should be checking for leaks, but I'm sure that, you know, when I move here in a minute, it'll tell me if it's leaking. Alright, you guys, so we got pretty much everything wired up. It's currently 12/18, June 24th, 2025. We're going to attempt to roll this over and see if it has spark. If it does, tomorrow we'll be starting it.
That's spark.
And finishing it up
in 10 minutes. He's gonna kick off here anyway.
Alright, so
Where's that? 13 inches over here. There's a half inch right here for average lane here. That's it right there.
again, I'd like to point out that they were wanting to do this car since 2010. Me and Dad have had this car for less than a month, a little over a month, and it is about to run.
We'll see if we got any spark. How about that?
Car's fought us this point, so I'll grab my keys. This car is the pinnacle of don't get it right, just get it running.
I mean, it's 100% spot on on most shit, but it's just somehow it's a little. Oh, come on, Jack. No better than that. Hold on. Oh, yeah, it's got spark. Never mind. Quit. Is the key off? You shock me when I'm wet, motherfucker. I'm gonna knock you down on camera.
You remember when you shocked me, motherfucker?
Shit, went on purpose.
Either with this, I'm a pill fire.
Alright, go ahead. Oh yeah, she got spark. She'll run. She hot. Got some plug wires? Some gas? Here, man.
I was this close to lighting his ass up.
He was that close to fucking around and finding out.
If I knew that it would have sent him into having a heart attack, I would have zapped his ass.
Hey, bud, you want to top it off with some gas?
Yeah. I am not above it.
To kill me.
What's that you always tell me you'll live?
For a fucking big rock.
You know how shitty they were at ordering parts? And if the person that owned this car is watching this, I don't think you were shitty at ordering parts. I think that you probably didn't know a lot of what you were ordering, you just ordered shit. Alright, now on the backstory on this car and how Dad caught on fire once. Fire extinguisher. Wouldn't matter if it's oil. I mean, let me rephrase that. Some people on here that are really dimwits think that you can't put out a fire, electrical fire, with water. Well, that's what you do. If it was a grease or even gas fire, fire extinguisher. Oil fire, fire extinguisher. Electrical fire, which means wires burning, you put out with water, fire extinguisher, whatever. The reason you don't want to use water on something like a grease or gas fire is because the gas, it's in liquid form, so it's just going to spread. Where this puts out wire, the gas can't, whatever is burning is literally right here. It's not liquefied yet. Well, it is, but it isn't. Sure, somebody could really go into detail if they want. Not me. Fire extinguisher. So, bring us back when this thing's starting. Alright, you guys. Test fire. Underneath the car in line.
In park.
Shifter shows in park.
Give it a squirt, man. It's there. I'm going to check out timing just a little bit. I mean, I think it's the first time when we put a motor in the last 2 years with the distributor that we didn't have it fucking 180 out. Yes, that's a real problem with us. Well, I'll tell you, Bob. Backfire in here. That's a problem. weeks. I don't see. All right, go ahead. Good luck for not.
Alright, you guys, so I'm gonna put some more training fluid in it because it did not want to move earlier. So, training fluid we're putting in is ATF +4. Well, it moved. I don't want to say it didn't move. It moved. It's still low on training fluid. I gotta say, you guys, I don't know if you guys noticed these drop down holsters, man. My grandpa actually gave me this one. I'm gonna start using them for every fucking thing that I carry. Because it makes drawing it, like instead of having to come up like this, it's a much more smoother actually. You just draw like that. I don't know why. I'm probably saying that all wrong, but basically, to me, smoother action, better. More betters. Let's hope we can make this more betters. $2 gallons, that's to put it. Or 2 quarts, I mean, not gallon. That's quite a bit. Man, shoot. That's gonna spill everywhere. Let me see if I can find something to not spill this everywhere. By the way, it's the 4th of July. I hope you all had a good 4th of July. And safe and fun and all that stuff because that's what matters. Don't judge me, you guys. I think I got a funnel that's long enough to go to do the job. Let's try to do the pour, see what happens. It's $30 a thing, so let's try not to waste it. Ah! We're gonna go with that because that's about 2.5 quarts. Well, it's actually about, let's see here, it's about 1.5 quarts, maybe 2 quarts put in. I gotta grab a rag. The engine needs a bath because sanding dust and shit. So, yeah. All right, it's $30 a gallon, you guys.
Alrighty, you guys, we're getting to remove some cars to drag this Charger out of here. So stay tuned, you guys. Take it for its first drive. And since 2010. Alrighty, fellas and fellas. So I've decided to voice over this. My iPhone mic is just destroyed. I don't know why, but it's not working right. So what this video is going to be today, you guys, is on the 74 Charger and the solution to the engine problem that we've been having and all that stuff. Hope you guys enjoy this engine teardown and what our solution is. I will see you guys in the next one. Much love, you guys. Bye-bye. Don't forget to like, comment, share, subscribe. Please, you guys, it means a lot. A lot of you guys aren't subscribed, but continue to watch, which I appreciate the watch, but can we please subscribe too? I will see you guys next one. Tons of more content coming. So, hope you guys enjoyed this video of this hickabilly tearing down his 440. Alrighty, fellas and fellas. So after all the shit we've had to do on this engine, we decided that we were just going to pull it out. We'll pull the heads off of it. So what you guys are about to watch is me pulling the heads off of it. This thing was having a bad problem with like backfiring and things like that, and I thought maybe timing, I thought carburetor, I tried everything. So what I'm doing right now is I'm pulling off the carburetor off of the engine. This is actually a 750 Holley that I bought at some swap meet years ago. This is all time-lapse, by the way, and I'm trying to add some commentary here and there instead of just the usual music. I know I don't have a voice for it, but right now I'm just pulling out the Allen-headed intake bolts out of the intake manifold. Yes, that white thing in my arm, that is a main line. That's because I had surgery on my knee and they wanted to run antibiotics through me to make sure everything went fine. So that's what's going on here. So I really don't know what else to say, you guys, besides this was the last thing I ever wanted to do. I wanted to be driving this car, but life has different plans sometimes, so we just roll with it. And yeah, it's became quite the ordeal, shall I say. Hope you guys are enjoying the video so far. Don't forget to like and subscribe for more. There's tons more to do on this car and other cars that we got. So let's keep moving. Alright, you guys, so damn GoPro batteries died. So I got the intake off of it. And right now I'm pulling the valley pan intake gasket, whatever you would like to call it, off. And now I'm pulling the push rods out of the engine which I got new ones, thank God. I thought I had sold my 440 push rods that I bought a long time ago, but I still have them.
So we'll be using comp 440 push rods. Hopefully. Now I'm pulling the braces off, which I should have done before I started, but hey, you roll with the flow here around here. So now I'm just procrastinating a little bit because I know what's coming and I really just don't want to do it. So now I'm pulling the things like the dipstick out, pulling the battery I think out of the way. Maybe. Actually, I don't know what I'm pulling. I'm pulling something important, I'm sure. So we got more of me standing around. These GoPros make it really nice to do shit like this. Oh, I'm pulling the power steering pump off the front. Now I remember what I was doing. Took a minute, which I don't really know why I pulled that off, because technically I guess that didn't have to come off, but it just made it easier. Now I'm jacking the car up, putting the carboneer, because now we have to get underneath and undo the exhaust that we just put on it. So, lots and lots of up and down, up and down, up and down. And keep in mind, in this video, I wasn't even fully healed yet from surgery. I'm just tired of sitting in the house. Between the wreck and now the surgery and all this stuff, it's playing wonders on me, you guys, and it's alright. I'll be back to where I was. So now I set down some rims because that's what we use for jack stands, rims underneath tires. Now I guess I'm just moseying on doing something that's not important. Alrighty guys, so I'd walked away, I'd been done. Now Dad's back home. I think he was at doctor's or something. So we pulled the driver's side manifold off. Passenger side was kind of a bear. We ended up having to get a cherry picker in there to lift that up because it's such a tight fit with this 440 in this car. Keep in mind, this car wasn't a factory 440 car. This car is a factory, I can't remember if it's 318 or 360 car. I think it's a 360 car. It is a factory dual exhaust car. I mean, it's got a bunch of options. I have the build sheet over on my, it was hanging up on the wall, but I got to get a new picture frame for it because I broke it. Right now I'm pulling the head bolts out of it. Got the head off of it, which that was a bear. That was a nightmare. That hurt, I should say. So, yeah, I mean, simple stuff. These are no throw heads. These are 452 heads. So I should tell you guys what our goal was. Our goal is just to lap the valves at this point. At this point. That being the key word. Now Dad's looking and we're trying to see if we can see light through them. Something like that. Alrighty guys, so now I have the heads up on a bench. I'm starting by pulling all the valve springs out. Now what I do is before I pull the valve springs, I tap with a hammer. That way all that gunk can build up, kind of gets knocked loose, and it makes it a little easier to compress the spring. Otherwise you might break your spring compressor or bend it because all the carbon and build up and shit. So I recommend using a small magnet. Valve spring compressor, of course you're going to need one of them. Paint the head. That's what I just did there. Was I painted the head and I actually sprayed a line on my metal workbench. That way I could put every valve in order from that black line down. Is how they would go back into the head. And that's how I ended up doing it. You could mark the cylinders, but these heads were going to have to be clean, so chances are they would have got, that mark would have been gone. You would have put like 1, 2, 3, you know, whatever you lapped them to. Whatever cylinder you lapped them to, you'd want to keep it that way. Now Dad had told me just throw this on the bench like this, and it worked so much better. So that's what I ended up doing. See me tapping them, doot, tapping them, doot, tapping them, compressing them, pulling the keepers out, tapping it, doot. And it just goes on like this. Now, a lot of this, I thought, was just, hey, we'll be able to lap this together, and we'll be good to go. So, that was music I had playing. So what I'm doing now is I'm lapping the valves. I have one of the paddles, but I prefer to use a drill nowadays. It just makes it quicker, in my opinion. You're not really going to do no harm to the necessarily like valve seats or anything. It's not going to hurt anything in there. Just make sure you get all that valve lapping compound off of the valve before you go putting it back together. You should thoroughly wash the head because that stuff is coarse and it could damage something if it's ran through your engine. So, yeah, it's just, this was a tedious process. Very, very tedious process. And enjoyable process? Probably wouldn't call it a very enjoyable process, but it's not like extremely hard work. It just sucked that I should have done this prior to putting this engine in. Always do this, you guys. Always pull cylinder heads off of an engine and lap the valves at the very least. Putting gaskets in, new timing chain, oil pump. These are all things I recommend. As you guys seen, it bit me in the ass thoroughly to do this. So you guys, Now I'm putting the valves back together, new valve seals, all that stuff. I thought, well, we're good to go. Well, Dad decided that he was going to test these with water after we had lapped them and put them back together, and they still leaked. So if water leaks through your valves or your valve seat, then air is going to escape. It's just that simple. It's supposed to be an airtight fit, therefore there's not supposed to be water leaking. And one of them, when he opened them up, or when he put water in them, it just fucking poured. It was like you turn on a faucet. It was bad, like really, really bad. Again, I could get you guys this valve compressor number. It's not sponsored. It's like $200 though, but I watched Chris Birdsong use his, and I love that damn thing. That thing's awesome. It's a great tool. You could get by with the O'Reilly's ones me and Dad did for many, many years. Now, I was actually commenting in my buddy Mako's live stream when I was doing this. I was watching their live stream. If you guys want to see some reviews of some locales, if you're into that stuff, go check out their channel. If not, that's okay. And if you'd like, just go subscribe anyways. They're great guys. Jeff's one of my buddies on here. So now Dad's finishing up my job. He took them back apart and relapped them, and it still didn't fix the issue, guys. So here's our solution here. Howdy, you guys. So as you guys see, the last part was me turning on these heads right here, not these ones, these ones. So what I have found is these heads are junk. I don't know if it's the guides that are just done, if it is the seats that are done, or it's the valves that are done. Either way, that could run me into a money pit. I don't want to spend a lot of money. Well, I don't want to spend a lot of money on these 452s. They're not going to give me the best performance anyways. So what you guys are seeing behind me is what we're going to use. I'll spin you guys around, and I will show you guys what we are going to use. Alright, so here's what we got. These are a set of aluminum heads. They are a set I found on eBay. Now, this could either bite me in the ass, or this could be good. Either way, I don't know yet, but they look pretty good. Everything looks good. So yeah, the 440 is getting aluminum heads. Now, so I was gonna say, well, why didn't you redo those? Well, here's why. These have a closed chamber design. These do not. That'll bump up my compression automatically, give us some horsepowers. Plus, when I build that big bad 440, either this winter, next summer, something like that, these heads can go on it and will perform better than these heads ever would. The only part that concerns me with aluminum heads, especially that your kind of your cheap ones, even Speedmaster or 440 Source, is these guides. So I'm probably gonna take these to my machine shop, have him look them over, and if they need any work like that, have it done. I would much rather sink money into these heads than the 452s, because I don't know where to start with the 452s. I could start with guides, and that's still not solve my problem. Then I would have to start with fucking your oh, I can't think of the right word for it. Your seat. I'd start with all that stuff, and then I would then come to find out it's just valves. You know, it's a hole I don't want to dive into instead of 452s. But I will throw these in the shed, and eventually I'll just buy new valves, see if that fixes the problem. If not, they'll go on the scrap pile after that. But I had the money from selling parts and everything to purchase these, so wish us luck with that. Thank you guys for watching to this point. I really appreciate every single one of you guys that watch these videos. We're almost at 1,800 followers. Says a lot of you guys that do watch these videos aren't subscribed, so please subscribe. My name is Austin. His name's Jack. We build old cars like this. Some of it's our personal stuff, some of it's customer stuff. And yeah, thank you guys for watching. See you guys in the next one. Bye bye.